Welcome back to I Brought You Into This World. It's been a little while since the holidays. My name's Amanda Hurley, and I am here with our guest, Stephanie Angelini.
Hey.
And we actually met at a playground.
Yeah, we did.
Yes.
Doing like peak mom activities.
Just trying to hold a conversation while our kids were running around crazy.
Yep. And just make sure they don't die.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's like you can't follow like a single through line when you talk to somebody.
Yes.
Because it's like, hi, how are you? Adult. Oh my God, gravity. You know?
And my friends, they always want to have play dates. And, you know, they have one toddler and I have two. And I feel rude. Like, they think this is our chance to connect. We're going to talk. And I'm like, that one's going that way and is about to hurt themselves.
Oh, and they never go in the same direction. They
Never.
do not coordinate. Like,
Never.
I feel like I see mine and they're different ages, so it must even be like double that for you. But like they collude. It's like they're whispering amongst themselves.
Exactly.
And that's like boom.
Yeah.
It's like you go head first off the slide. Like I'll just fall in this puddle and die.
Exactly. Well, you do when you do end up intentionally hurting yourself when you're trying to stop them from getting hurt.
Oh,
because
definitely.
you think in terms of impact, this will mess me up, but they should be cushioned.
So I mean, you feel like I always feel so rude when I am talking and meeting to new people. So thank you for understanding.
Yeah, of course. Yes, well, point being, I'm amazed that we were able to connect at all.
Yeah, we were.
We managed to, and that's where I learned, that you know,
our interests.
Are a performer. Yeah, and that I was doing a podcast because we both had that we're moms that do performance-y stuff. So that's cool.
And like honestly, we're not the only like super cool parent that I have met at the playground. Like the playground, I feel like is a very underrated like third space for adults. Like,
it is.
Yeah. I'm gonna miss it when like I can't bring my kids there.
I know.
Sometimes you want to go on a swing. It's creepy and weird if you go by yourself.
I know. Well, that's what I like about having kids is I am that weirdo that I like to play at the playground. Like I like climbing up and going down the slide. So I'd go with them, and the other parents are sitting there like watching with their coffees, and I'm like, oh, I am weird. Okay.
Oh yeah, no, I'm all about the slide.
Yeah,
like my littlest one is a year and a half, and I'm like, let's go the slide together.
Yes,
for you.
It's great. Same with Halloween. Get into that stuff, But anyway, that's how we met. And can you tell folks here listening that don't know you a little bit about yourself? Where'd you grow up? What do you like to do?
All right. Well, I'm Stephanie Angelini. Mm-hmm. I currently live in Beverly. I was born in Beverly, so I'm a local. But I took like a big stretch where we moved around a lot all the time for various reasons. So I didn't go to high school here, so I don't know a lot of the townies. I run a business here, Hound and Country Pet Care. It's a lot of fun. I have two kids. Mm-hmm. My son is almost 5 next week. It's very exciting. Yeah. And my daughter is a year and a half. And so she's a proper toddler.
Yeah.
And I write poetry, and that's one of the reasons I'm here today. Right?
Yes, we are going to hear some poetry. So this is our first time having any kind of performance, art on the show. So we're playing around with it. It's going to be really fun. Yeah.
Whoa.
And it's something that I've been meaning to do since the beginning, which is interesting because I wanted it to be a storytelling show about becoming a mom and that whole journey. Yeah. And it ended up first being like, oh, well, let's just hold space for the stories first. And we hadn't gotten there yet. So
yay. I'm honored. I'm honored.
Yeah.
A lot of pressure now.
No pressure. It's going to be great. So thank you for telling us a little bit about yourself. And I just want to hear, your journey into motherhood. Is that something that you sort of decided early on that you wanted in your life? Or did it just,
going way back.
Yeah.
Wow. I got married late and like in my mid 30s, my mid to late 30s. And
same.
I don't think if I didn't get married or find a partner that was like a long-term stable partnership that I would have had kids. I love kids. I was not somebody that like...
Yeah.
I didn't want to do that alone, and it's like more power to anyone that does that because it's a lot to do it alone. Like I feel like having like a good partner behind you is like one of the best things you can do to make it easier.
Yeah,
you know?
absolutely.
But yeah, it wasn't something I wanted to do alone, and my husband felt the same way. So, you know, we both wanted kids with each other, but it wasn't something necessarily I was going to do if I never like hooked up with the right person. And I loved being single. Being single was really fun.
I totally relate. It's like, I think I could have lived many lives, and I'm sure you can relate as a performer, where I think about these like parallel lives all the time that I could have lived. But it's the people that I'm with. It's my husband. I could see it. He's a dad.
Yeah.
He already talks like a dad. He's already got a cheesy sense of humor, you know, and I could envision it.
Jokes locked and loaded. Yeah.
Exactly. And before I met him, I couldn't envision it. I could just see like, this is me. This is what I'm interested in. And it was not that I could like take it or leave it. It's more that same thing. Didn't want to do it alone. I needed to be able to like see it. Well, and I needed to see it with someone else. And like, it's really cool.
I was having fun on my own.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
But when I met my husband, that was like another level of fun that I had like never experienced. And I was like, we're just going to take this up a notch, you know, and expand the party. And I mean, they're a lot of work, but like, they are so fun. Like we call spending time with them. Like I'm like, are you, you know, I thank you for, you know, I thank him like, thank you for partying with the people this morning so I can come and do this. But like, that's like, we call them the fun people or the fun team or partying with them. Cause like, it really is a party. Like,
it's so fun.
We talk about this, and I think that's in some ways like, it's cool having kids a little bit older because you have more of a life perspective. And like, I don't have a great relationship with my parents. And it was a really cool thing to have the time to work on that for myself. So like when I had kids, I was really ready to do that, like emotionally, financially, all the things. And like we talk about all the time, like it's such an amazing thing to watch somebody's like development, you know, like a human being's development from like day one in that, and to be like a steward of someone's childhood in that way. It's like, I mean, it's a little scary.
It's like a little science experiment. You're like,
yeah, but it's like wild.
Like, it's so cool.
Like, I mean, you hang out with other adults, right? And it's like, you can't just like lose your shit. Oh, can I say, I didn't,
you can say whatever you want.
You can't lose your shit because a plane went by, but like we're on the playground, right? I mean, you see that like a plane goes overhead or a helicopter. Don't even get me started on like a helicopter, right? I mean, like the entire, it's like everybody just like drops everything they're doing. They're like, ooh.
It's so exciting for a little kid. Yeah.
And it is exciting. It's a giant metal thing that flies in the sky.
Yeah.
I mean, my husband's a research scientist, and he's explained the Bernoulli principle to me, and I'm like, I nod my head and I smile, but I don't understand.
That's okay. I can relate.
It's witchcraft.
Yeah.
And it's amazing that I like willingly get on it and go up in the sky, and I'm fine with that.
And it's pretty safe. Like you're more likely to get in a car accident than a plane crash, which is
definitely
wild.
Around here. But.
It's so true. Everything is amazing.
No, everything's so cool. And it's just like the thoughts, like, I mean, as you know, I'm a poet, right? And like, sometimes like I write down some of the things they say, and like it's like they're just natural poets. Like we're all born natural poets and natural artists. Like I remember one time my son, he was about like 3, and we were walking outside, and there was like all of these birds singing, and he said the birds are whistling.
Oh.
Yeah, and I was like, that's such like a cool way to put it, you know?
Yeah.
Like I have a friend, Sherry Kaplan, who is a poet and also a mother, and she told me you're gonna have like, because I asked her, I was like, do you have time to write? Like, what's it gonna be like, you know, on the other side of having like a kid? And she said like you're gonna have so much more to write about and to write with. And like, and that has been like absolutely true. Like I've written like a whole, you know, book based on just that experience and, you know, how it changed how I see the world. So.
Yes. Yeah. That was kind of, was in line with my questioning. It adds this depth to your life and just this level of understanding. And then it brings you back to when everything was new again. Yeah. Which is very poetic. You're like, wow. Like the first time seeing petting a dog, or the first time everything is new. My daughter was like blowing bubbles in her milk the other day, and she was like, oh, when she realized she could do it.
Superpower.
Like, wow, amazing, you know. And so I think we take for granted
we do.
the things that we see every day.
Do.
And
we absolutely
so,
do.
yeah, it's really amazing. And yes, scary
Yeah.
for sure. Do you ever like almost like in a funny way think about, you know, how am I going to mess them up? Because everyone gets messed up by their parents. Like, what's the thing? What's the thing I'm going to...
to a stage like where they could start to remember, I feel like it's like, oh, it's like the cameras are rolling for real now. It's like before that was like the dress rehearsal. It's like, but they're gonna remember all of this, you know? Like, and sometimes I wonder if it's like not the thing, you know? Like sometimes the thing like I think will scare him is like not the thing at all, or her, and then it's like a totally different thing that like either delights them or scares them or they talk about later. Like we saw Mickey Mouse, like a Mickey Mouse impersonator at the park, and he's been terrified of Mickey Mouse.
That's
like
really funny.
A giant mouse head man. And I'm like, I kind of get it.
You do not know. Like my little brother, I mean, his dream was to meet Winnie the Pooh. Loved Winnie the Pooh.
Oh no.
And we go to Disney World, and Winnie the Pooh like offers to give him a hug. He just freaks out. He is terrified.
Because they don't look the same. They're not the little cartoon people. Yeah.
And he's huge. You know, he wasn't expecting Winnie the Pooh to be like, you know, 6 feet tall. So
with like the black like doll eyes and like
and you can kind of tell there's like eyes under there peering out. It's so true. You just never know. You never know. Like and then on the other end, my daughters loved all the scary Halloween stuff. They're like,
they both do.
My little friend like dancing with a skeleton, and they love it.
Both my kids love the scary Halloween stuff. Like they love it.
It's so funny.
They love it. But yeah, like you have to be like, I kind of know their limits, you know, and there's that too. Like anything where like the parents are scary or change or like body horror of any
oh gosh,
kind.
I can't do that either.
Funky, weird stuff and children's things. Now that I've been watching like a lot more like children's things, like
so surprising.
Some of them are like a little wild. I was like, this is appropriate. Like
a lot of death too. A lot of parents dying.
Much death.
My daughters love The Lion King.
Much death.
I skipped through like half of it though, and we just watch Hakuna Matata.
It's just a documentary about animals.
It's a documentary. Yeah. But so we skip through everything, right?
I cannot get them into The Lion King.
No?
Yeah,
it's
and
so
they're
fun.
Kenyan. My husband is Kenyan, and so they're Kenyan, and we speak Swahili,
like,
and I'm like, Hakuna Matata. And they're like, nah.
It's such a fun song. But you know what's really funny is we'll just skip through and we'll just do Hakuna Matata. I can't wait to be king and Can You Feel the Love Tonight?
Love it.
And we watched, you know, any of the parts that aren't scary. But my daughter, for some reason, like she noticed the dad was in the beginning and not in the end. And she kept asking me over and over again, where's his father?
She's making
Where's
inferences.
His dada? And I was like, he's in the sky, remember? He's on a work trip. He's in the sky. I like panicked.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's really funny. The media for kids is a mixed bag. We've been doing a
lot of like history.
Yeah.
You know, we get a lot of like, cause like I want to be a good parent, right? So I get them like the quality books about history, and like it was Black History Month recently. Happy Women's Day, by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah. So we do that, and like he's like, I want to meet Martin Luther King. Like, is he alive? And I was like, no.
Did he ask?
It's like, what happened to him? I'm like, I'm like, things. It's like a whole can of worms that like, you know, he doesn't have the tools yet to really like talk about. And like my husband and I have talked a lot about like when we're going to talk about, you know, all of that with him. But like, even like he asked, like we learned about Marie Curie, and he's like, is she alive? Can I meet her? And I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, I don't even know where to start with that. I'm like, not only is she not alive, she's in like a 4-foot lead coffin, you know?
Like, well, he understands the concept of alive.
Yeah.
So he's halfway there.
Yeah.
But it's funny. I know we're not supposed to lie to our kids. We're supposed to tell them stuff, but it's hard to.
Yeah, like he understands but he doesn't. You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
Absolutely.
But yeah, I know. It's like stuff like that. It's like you're not prepared in like the best possible way, I think. You know, like if I felt like 100% prepared, I feel like I'd feel like I was doing it wrong. You know?
Yeah, and
like
you would be wrong.
That I don't feel a little bit prepared.
You got to be prepared. Like expect the unexpected, kind of. Yeah. So if you're a perfectionist, you have to let go of that real quick.
And they're very uncomfortable. Yes, absolutely. And I am. And I mean, there's a lot of stuff that you just chill out a lot on. I mean, like just the hygiene alone. Like, I'm very clean, and now it's just like, it's fine. You just pooped and wiped your butt.
Yeah.
In my face. And
I'm like, there's a lot of food on the floor, but I'll deal with it at the end of the day.
It'll be fine.
Probably. Yeah, it's fine. It's like my type B. I'm a little bit type A, a little bit type B, but when it comes to like cleaning, very type B. And it's so embarrassing when they'll find a piece of food on the floor that's clearly been there for a while. I'm like, that used to be, you know.
As long as it's not a meat, it's
It used
fine.
to be a French fry. Yeah, exactly. It's not a meat. It's fine. But now you touched on this a little bit, but I want to talk about you because it's interesting. I think we've talked more about our kids probably because that's how we met.
Fun.
They're so fun.
Also that, yeah.
But we usually don't talk about our kids. It's so interesting because like I feel like moms don't get asked about themselves.
They don't.
And what I'm curious about is your whole identity shift. Did you feel like there was one, first of all, when you had your first kid, Christian, and then your second?
Yeah.
And if so, what was it? What was that like for you? What changed, or did your passions or your hobbies shift at all?
I would say so I was an artist before,
Right.
and I was an artist after. I was a business person before, and I was a business person after. I still, do both of those things.
Yeah.
I think I'm definitely still like the same person, and I have the same interests, but your priorities shift.
Yes.
And your time management. I think time management is like a hugely underrated thing, both like positive and negative. So you just have less time.
Yeah.
Period. For everything. And in some ways you have less time, so, you do less things, but you get better. I felt I got better at managing my time.
Absolutely.
There's that whole, like, if you want something done, give it to a busy person thing. And that is really, really true.
Yeah.
Like, I get these like tiny windows of like, okay, everybody's like asleep or occupied. Like, I'm going to do this, for like 20 minutes. And like I get more done in that 20 minutes than, I think I would have when I didn't have the pressure. I'm a kind of person I think that always has done well with like a deadline or pressure or
Same.
I also like stay up really. I'm not a morning person, so I tried to make that happen. I tried to make like, I'm
It's
gonna
so
get up
hard.
and I'm gonna do like the Graham Greene thing and write like 400 words a day, but like that did not happen like at all. That'll happen for like one day, and then I'll be tired, and then I'll not do that. But I am good at night, so like sometimes it's like I just stay up way past everyone else.
Yeah.
I do all the things.
Oh, good for you.
And that's like, it's like me and the owls,
Yeah.
We just
You
sit
just
and
hang
we
and-
listen and we hoo together, and like I bust out a lot of things. But I think like what I want to say is sharpened, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like I had more time and more maybe like personal resources, but I had less focus. Like I feel like my vision is really like this is what I want to say, which is like how,
That's awesome.
I've been writing this book since like I had not immediately postpartum, because you can't really do jack immediately postpartum. But
No, and you shouldn't. You shouldn't
No.
push yourself.
No, I mean, like, it's hard to, like, string a whole sentence together. Like, it's like, I took a shower today. That's sort of, like, an achievement.
Yeah.
Like,
No kidding.
Yeah,
It's such a
right.
hard period.
Woo.
I feel like it's undersold how hard postpartum
It's
is.
like everything
For
is
sure.
shaved and I washed my hair. What?
That deserves a gold medal.
Exactly. But like like once I kind of like got out of that, like just totally in the weeds phase, like it was such just all of it, like being pregnant, like I had a miscarriage like before my first childbirth, and then like being pregnant successfully, being pregnant during COVID, being pregnant
gosh.
during George Floyd,
Whoa.
everything, being pregnant with, the administration that we had, like, having that baby during like a pandemic. It was just like, it was my first like, real childbirth. Like I'd had a miscarriage before, but it was very early. And I mean, all of that it just gives you a lot of perspective. It's a major life event, and it gives you like a lot of perspective on just being a human being an artist.
Yeah.
So, I do all the things I did before. Like I do live performance as well. I just do them differently. And I think that's changed also as they've grown. Like he's almost 5. And like I said, so like that's different now than it was when he was 1, when he was 2, when he was 3. And I think it will continue to evolve. I think it's also cool. Like they're old enough to be aware that I do stuff like that. Like I have this like secret life that and it's not secret. Like sometimes I actually like less the poetry, because unless it rhymes, they're not really that into it.
Do they
right
not
now.
understand it's poetry if it doesn't?
Like, farts or like makes duck sounds. Like I have those, but I'm not gonna do those poems.
That's
those
fun.
Are not really like.
We'll save that for like a kids show.
Yeah, right. And I have little like songs and stuff. I sing them, but like they know, like I show, like, oh, I did this poetry reading, or like mom's gonna go do this, and I feel like that is cool in and of itself. Like it's important that they see that. It's important that they know that. Like I'm not just like person who makes mac and cheese.
Yeah, because they want to know you. They want to know, what your interests are, and see that you're happy and successful.
Yeah.
And I think that gets forgotten a lot. It's that there's a lot of that martyr kind of expectation of sacrifice for your kid.
Yep.
But then that's what they're gonna see.
And they don't necessarily ask that.
No.
Like the kids don't ask that. Like
they don't ask for
society
anything.
Has all this pressure on you.
Yeah.
Like the kids ask for like what they need, and they are very like good about being like, I need this.
Exactly.
And they'll let you know, but they don't need you to stop being you.
Exactly. Yeah. I know. It's so true. If anything, I think it can be hard to watch your parents make all these sacrifices, and you like almost feel that, did I hold them back?
Yeah.
Especially if you want to become a parent later in life, if you see that,
totally,
then it's like, never mind. I don't, I think I don't want to give up everything for
happy begets happy. Like if you're happy, like
it's
it helps them be happy. You're a better spouse too, or partner, like, which is also like huge.
Meaning that though, that both of you have to make sure that you get that time.
Very lucky. He's very great at like take time, do stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I'm really, really lucky. He's like, you are you, go be you.
As it should be. And I think that it's important if you're not getting that to ask. A lot of the times we don't know that it's appropriate.
Yes.
And I think hopefully if you have a decent partner, if you tell them, hey, I really need this, I want to start doing this on Tuesday nights or whatever it is.
Yep.
They want to give you that. They want to give you that space.
I talk about that with my other mom friends a lot too. And I think it's that. Like I think it's like sometimes it's like, and we're trained to be small as women, you know, like to not take up space, like even physically, like to just be like the smallest you can be in the world. Like, don't be bigger than anybody. And like that's oftentimes like something we just put on ourselves. Like that's not even something that's like, if we asked for the support, like would be happily given.
Yeah. But we're taught to not take up space and
which is dumb.
To not ask for things because you're supposed to give and give. It is. It's a little antiquated as well.
Yeah.
Of course. It is. Yeah.
You gotta fill your own cup before you can carry water for anyone else.
Yeah. So that's something that everyone needs. And I think having like a nice community of moms and having friends talking about that helps. I'm always encouraging my friends, like, you gotta go out, you gotta go out. Yep. And it's always, but my husband won't take time for himself, so I shouldn't. And you know what? It's their job, it's their responsibility to take time for themselves too. It's just hard. Also, hard for men.
Their time for themselves might look differently, like, I mean, it might be just like, I want to sit and be quiet for an hour. Like, you know, like I'm like more social. So like, I tend to like go out, do things, like perform, like, like his idea of time is often like he wants time to like work on his own projects, which is like he needs quiet and he needs focus for that. So like we give each other what we need.
That's great. Yeah. That's awesome. Yeah. Having a partner makes things a lot easier. And I think just having a village in general, like there are so many great single moms out there that, can lean on their friends or lean on their family. So whoever you have in your life, invite them in.
Yep.
Basically, please help me. It's okay to
Space
ask.
like this is awesome. And what you're doing is awesome.
Right. And it feels like we're just hanging, but it's really like.
You're easy to hang with.
Thank you.
Very easy to hang with.
It's important. It's important to have these conversations. So you touched on it a little bit, but obviously becoming a mom really suited you. You've sharpened in some way, it put a little fire under your seat.
Yeah.
But were there things that were harder, and did you feel like you had the resources that you needed? I know you mentioned miscarriage.
Yeah.
Maybe there was some postpartum stuff as well. There's always something.
I mean, I was okay, postpartum. Like, I didn't have postpartum depression. I mean, like, other than just, it is hard. Like,
it's just hard.
I mean, it's just
anyway.
straight out hard,
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have, like, postpartum depression either time, which is, it's very common. I think, like, they don't tell us a lot of stuff. And they don't tell the public at large either. So, like, my husband and I were, like, I don't think anyone expects to have a miscarriage, for example.
No, you just don't. Why would you?
It's so common. And I never heard how common it was until I had one. Like, so that was, like, kind of wild. They were like, oh, yeah, this happens up to, like, it's, like, a quarter to a third or something like that of, like, first time. Super common. But, like, and one person actually did, it's like, oh, yeah, they don't really tell people because they don't want to scare people. And I was like, that's, like, not...
Is that it?
Yeah, like they don't want to scare like women. It's like we're not children, like we deserve like we're like adults, like making medical decisions and life decisions. It's like you need to have all the information and things are less scary. If you're told about something.
I think that's kind of funny because aren't we all? There's already plenty to be scared of. And it's scary.
I had I had great, I can't say enough nice things about like my doctors and my medical team, but like I had friends, I remember talking to someone around the same time and she was saying something like, oh, it's like they told me it was because like I watched the news too much and I got stressed out, which is just like that's medically not a real thing.
Fair.
Like at all. Like at all. Like that's not, there's not like, unless you physically get hurt, especially in those early days, like to the extent where like you can't physically carry a pregnancy, that is like you can't like think your way into a miscarriage. But there's a ton of that out there.
It's
and like
so wrong.
There's a lot of like, I feel like there's even like there's like a version of postpartum depression that I feel like goes with a lot of people that have miscarriages that like nobody talks about.
Nobody talks about it. There's not a lot of support from what I've heard.
No.
There are support groups, but then people don't show up.
And support groups are hard too.
They are.
They're logistically hard. You have to like show up. You have to like then if they're not the right fit for everybody. Not everybody wants to talk about it. For me, like writing about it was really really helpful.
Well, we talked about that. Yeah.
But yeah, like, I mean, it is just it's also like being pregnant itself. I know women that are all like, oh, don't you love being pregnant? I have this friend who was pregnant at the same time, and she's like, I just love it. And
good for her, honestly.
Scary. It was scary.
I hated it.
And I don't mean that. And like, I love my children, and I would 10 do it again.
Right. We know. Yeah.
But like,
it's scary.
And my husband felt this way too. It is high stakes.
I know.
Like even postpartum, right? Like even like having the baby, like a newborn is so fragile.
Yeah.
Stupidly fragile. You can do like anything to kill your baby.
It's honestly so annoying. Yeah. You have to like check on them all the time. There can't be anything in the crib.
Yes, you can't even like falling asleep with your baby accidentally. Like it's like a video game, except you don't get extra lives.
Yeah.
It's like wah wah wah, you're dead. Like it's crazy. Like they can be the whole sleeping and they can just die thing is just.
I know.
Offensive.
I mean, no wonder we all get so anxious.
Yeah, right.
And like, the postpartum anxiety is so common.
It's like I have to like wake up and like stare at them and make sure they're breathing.
Yeah.
Like,
it is like a video game. Because you have to like get if you can't get past the first level.
Yeah.
Like they have to make it to like 1 year old. That's like the first level. If you can get there, then like you could probably keep going to the other levels. Yeah. So like just the anxiety, like I know postpartum anxiety is a thing, but like I feel like there is a base level of anxiety just for everyone. Oh, absolutely.
It's like, and you have to worry about like I accidentally ate a roast beef sandwich at one point, and then I was like, oh, you're not supposed to eat deli meats, because like I didn't know that you're not supposed to eat deli meats, and I was like, it's what my body wanted. Like all I wanted was like one of those like super juicy rare, like I think it needed like the and I was like partially vegan before. I was like, I had been vegan for a while before that, but I'm totally not now, because like the little people, all they want is meat. They're carnivorous.
That's very common. It's hard to, it's kind of hard to navigate.
Yeah. And they don't
What
eat
if they don't like
everything.
beans? Yeah,
so
exactly.
I'm like, okay, fine. Like you'll eat the vegetables if they're adjacent to a meat. So, but like that was all I wanted, was like a rare, like delicious, like roast beefy,
your
like
body needed
old school North Shore sandwich. And and then
you could have had it.
I was like
probably.
mentioning it at one of my, because they were saying, do you have any cravings? And they were like, oh, you can't eat cold cuts and they can't be rare. And I'm like, my baby's dead now. It's fine.
No, I mean, I think a lot of it is like pretty over the top.
Yeah. Like the anxiety, I agree. It's probably like, there's like a 1% chance,
Yeah.
Like in other countries, like they eat sushi, for like in Japan, for example. But like the anxiety is like real. And, I mean, it never really, really goes away. Like, I think if you're a parent, like, I think you worry about them, like, 45 minutes after you're dead,
Probably. You're like
hovering around,
a ghost
being
hovering.
like, are they okay? Like, what are they doing? Are they wearing proper footwear?
Absolutely. Absolutely. It doesn't end.
Yeah. Like, cover your mouth when you sneeze.
Exactly. I wanted to give you the option, because I know you're a poet. Would you like to share anything today?
Sure.
So, what are you thinking?
I would say like I'm a funny person. I consider myself a funny person.
Well, you're a comedian as well.
Yeah. And just generally, like I like to laugh. I like to have fun. I like to chill with my friends and be funny. My poetry is just not funny, and the ones that are funny are not good.
That's interesting. It's you got the yin and yang going.
Yeah, and I think it's like, and it's funny. I have like comedy material about the same subject matter, and it's just different. But like, I feel like the poetry is special because it's like the voice you talk to yourself with.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It's like the still small voice. It's like the one you speak to yourself with, and it's hard to write, and it's hard to share, but I think that's like what makes it, to me anyways, like I feel like I've written a successful poem, whether or not anyone else thinks it's good, if it feels that way, like if it feels hard to share it.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So like writing these, and these are from like a whole book about that experience. And
what is your book called?
Birth and Death in New England. Yeah, and they also have a lot of like historical background, so people's lives through the Salem witch trials and going through similar things historically. Because every time I pass a cemetery, I think like I grew up Catholic, and I still practice somewhat, and I like the saints, but I've always liked, there's a lot of praying to the dead, right?
Yeah.
And so whenever I pass a cemetery, I think like everyone in that cemetery had problems just like me. They had kids, they worried, they were parents.
Yeah.
They had projects they were trying to work on. So I'm always like, say a little prayer. Yeah. But I've got 3 here. I've got one about like just childbirth itself, which is like, it's a wild experience.
Yeah.
And just for the record, I totally had I was in a hospital. I had all the things.
Oh my gosh.
I did not give birth in like a field. Like it wasn't that kind of like, I'm not that brave, like, or, ill-advised, depending on how you want to look at it. Like I had an epidural, but it's still like, even with, the maximum amount of medical intervention that one could acquire.
Yeah.
It's just like a wild thing to be a door that for someone else, into the world.
I think it's terrifying.
Yeah, into
honestly.
Reality. It's like I can't. It was definitely nothing like I ever experienced both times. It's like, and I don't feel like you said I brought you into this world. It's like I brought them into this world, but like I didn't make them. It's like
you don't feel like you did. It kind of does seem that way, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And then they just show up, and you're like, oh.
Because you don't really do anything.
I
ate
eat
a lot of
and
cheese,
sleep. Yeah, exactly. Hopefully.
Which, like, I'm lactose intolerant, but, like, I'm not when I'm pregnant. So it's like, cheese.
Yes. That's so, yeah, you just crave things. You just crave things.
All the cheese.
Yeah.
All the cheese, yeah. But I've got, like, that one, and I've got a little one. I've got one about the miscarriage. So I don't know. What are you feeling?
Maybe why don't we try just doing a couple at the end? We'll touch on them.
Love it.
So
Love it.
have those at the ready, because we're pretty much, we've been talking a while, so we're pretty much there already. But,
really?
Before we dive into your poetry, why don't we just talk a little bit about, what resources you wish you had, and what advice would you give to new moms? If you could go back, like, what would have helped for you?
Through all of it, specifically for the childbirth, or like everything?
Anything. I mean, anything.
We were talking about community before. I know it's hard, but if you can maintain and even make new friends, like, it's worth it. Even just a little bit. Even if you're just like, hey, I'm texting you this funny meme. You know, I mean, like, we are, like, at an era where it is easy to at least have a little bit of communication, and I think it's important, just like send a picture of your kids to a friend, like, talk about something not your kids, like, go on Facebook, look at an event, like, make a plan to go do something, even if you don't make that, even that plan is not successful this time.
Right, it's the act of doing so.
But
no, absolutely.
Like the next time it might be, or like the time after that. Get a babysitter or someone. Like, we don't have really any local family, but if you have a local family, and they say, oh, I want to watch the kids, like, take them up on that.
Or a fellow mom. I've heard people who do that trade off.
Like,
absolutely.
And even if it's just like you want to go and sit in a coffee shop and read a book, or you want to have like a quiet minute with your spouse, or you just want to go for a walk, where you can just look at things, in a way where your mind's not going in 12 different places. Like, I think that all of that is good.
Yeah.
It's good. It's
absolutely.
good. And it's like a bulwark against, feeling isolated, which I think can happen easily, especially if you're not working, even if you're like taking maternity leave, or you're working from home, or you've changed like a lot of, work changes a lot, like when you have a kid.
Oh, absolutely.
So that.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, no worries.
So what we're going to do is we'll wrap up this segment, and then we'll launch into some poetry.
This poem is called Birth. What is a seed, unless it dies? I carried you from before I was born, half your code, before me, us, written but undeciphered. I am fallen to the ground. I'm flat on my back, too low to make a dirty joke, beyond humor, laid out by you, mpenzi midogo. Hidden hands, secret feet holding me down. Unopened eyes that do not know they will see us. Your father, your mother, I can remember you on the monitor, breathing without air, lungs moving in the darkness, grainy, black and white, in preparation, expectation of another better way. What is a seed? Like the bean we put in the side of a jar, I am split in two, and we are two, and you and I are two, and he and I are two, and I will be two, and we, and three, and one. At once, I am split, arms and hands reach inside me to divide body from body, to cleave, to cling, to divide. 3 pairs of everything halo me, like a single being, cherubim, seraphim, breaker, binder, shadows like the wings of an angel, malaika, mpenzi wangu mdogo, my little love. I am taken from myself and given to myself. My body performs the prayer. I am looking at the mirror they hold up. I am telescoped the wrong way. I am small, far, a mirror darkly obscured. How can I begin to know you as I am known? And I think this is what death is. This is what my death will be. And knowing I am less and more afraid. Split open in blood, filth, waste, water. I leave everything behind. Life, the best part of me. Lifted, pickpocketed from myself, by myself, like the eye of Odin, like the bones of a Catholic saint. Our love, yours and mine, given from us, back to us. Music that plays above the noise of our life, a symphony, a bass dropping, a beautiful lyric, the through line through and through. Mpenzi, my love, I look and I see you standing at my left hand, my love, standing beside me. Angalia, look. what we have made. You have called back to me the forgotten good things. Dark and godless waters recede. Give back every drop I wasted. Little one who was not here and was always here, waiting back generations, half residing in my ovary the day I was born, the day we met, the day we first kissed, half alive, 11,515 kilometers away, hidden in our blood, under our coats, tucked beneath our hair like a pencil. We lose and find to sign our names in the book of life. What is a seed? And you, beautiful, alive in my arms, already run beyond me. I am overjoyed. I take no credit in you. What can we know about him? You are here now to hear your father say, he is so small, he is himself. Only God can know him. Each of us a secret only God can know. Okay. And this one I wrote for my daughter. And this is a reflection on her as an individual and having a girl in post-Roe America, which is wild to have girls with less rights than we were born with. Baby girl, 2024. You laugh with your whole mouth open, no teeth. That is the future I want for you. No sharp edges, wide open, open wide. The future is hungry. It has teeth, but you laugh, baby girl. Having held you to my heart and breast, I know you know how to bite back. This is a poem I wrote about one of the miscarriages I had, and it was during COVID, so that was a time. It's called Miscarried Part 1. I am not a doctor, but even a part-time poet knows what the void is. I knew I had one. I was looking at it on the big screen, warm goo on my belly. The blonde, pretty ultrasound tech moved her mouth under the mask like it was very dry. She started to text someone who was a doctor, someone who was viewing my void safely, remotely. I felt like I was with them on the other end, outside my body, which was ironic. There was more than enough room in me, too much. She messaged the specialist, and I told my husband, but I knew, and the tech knew, and doctor somewhere knew. I remember thinking, goo getting cold, her ID badge hanging over me in the odd spa-like dimness. She has the same hair and name as my favorite golden retriever, Molly.
Thank you so much for joining us and sharing your poetry.
It was such a pleasure.
Yes.
It's always fun hanging out with you.
Thank you. You too. Come back again sometime.
Anytime.
All right. Yay. Have a great day, everyone.
Bye.
Thank you.
We did good. Awesome. High five.
Yes.
Boom.